Hi CCC family, it's Dawn Marie with Custom Comfy Crochet, and today I'm going to teach you how to make some crochet buttons. So I've just done a wonderful red, white, and blue flower video, so I just kind of stayed with that to do these little buttons. Now I want to say I have been making videos teaching people how to crochet for years. I've been crocheting since I was 11 years old, and I find buttons very difficult. And I finally got the knack of them, and I just wanted to share it because I thought maybe a beginner or someone like me who's been trying to make buttons for forever, it just seems so easy, and I just found it really hard. So it really depends on the hook you use and things like that. And so we're going to get into that today. Okay. So I do want to ask you to please like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notify me bell below so you can get notified of my future videos. And if you like this video, please like it and please share it to Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, all your family and friends and stuff like that. That helps so much. I really, really appreciate it. I'm using a 4.25 millimeter hook, and I'm using a weight 4 yarn. And I have tried buttons with all kinds of different hooks. And again, you know, it's just one of those things. It seems so simple. There's probably a lot of people watching this video like, what's your problem? It's so easy. But it was just one of those things that I just kind of struggled with. And when I tried it, I would just like be like, oh, this looks messed up. I'm just going to give up and stop, you know. And I finally was like, okay, you know, I'm just going to keep doing this until I get it right. So I tried all kinds of different hook sizes and things, and this is what I found worked the best. Okay. So first of all, like I said, for my hook sizes, I went down to a 3.75. I used smaller yarn. I used bigger yarn. So these are the two that worked the best for me when making a button. Okay. So what you would do, you would make a slip knot and you would chain 4. Some people chain 5. Obviously the more you chain, you can make bigger buttons and things like that. But this is what I found worked best for me. So I would chain 4, 2, 3, and 4. And then I would slip stitch into my first stitch right here. So what I do when I'm doing that is I just lay this piece down. I pull this through just like this. And you want to make sure that you're working through the hole and not through the stitch, okay? So if you need to, kind of spread it apart with your fingernails or your fingers so that you can get into this hole in the middle, okay? And I'm going to work over this piece as I go. So I'm going to chain 1, and now I'm going to start working into the middle of this circle that we made. So the key to this for me is making your stitches as tight as you possibly can, which can be hard when you're just working around a circle. So I'm just going to go right in and pull up for 1. So I'm going to do 10 single crochets. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to count back because I want to make sure that I don't get into my chain 1 space. I want to make sure that I get into my first single crochet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Remember, the loop on your hook counts as a stitch. So I know now that I need to go right into this first stitch right here, the single crochet that I did. And you can see the chain 1 space right there. So I'm going to go right into here, and I'm going to do a slip stitch. So all of that's pretty easy. I don't have a problem with any of that. So it's the next part that gets a little hard for me. So I'm going to turn my work over, and I'm going to cut off this scraggly piece so it's not in our way. We've already worked over it, so it's no big deal. Just try to get close to it as you can, okay? So now what we're going to do is we're going to chain 1, and we're going to work 15 single crochets around this circle. The key is that you want them to lay right next to each other, and you want them to be tight, not loose. So what I do is I try to make my stitches as tight as possible without being, you know, overly tight. So I'm going to go right into my circle, pull up my loop, put a single crochet there, then go into my next, pull up, do a single crochet, and again, single crochet. So that's 3, 4, and I'm trying to work them really close together too. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and you see we're getting, you know, close here, so I'm pulling these over if I can, but it's hard. 12, 13, 14, and then 15. Okay, and so that's what it looks like in the back. It still doesn't look perfect to me, but I guess maybe they're not supposed to, or who knows, maybe I'm still doing something wrong. Anyways, so we're going to count back again, make sure that we know which one to work into. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we know we need to work into this chain right here, and there's our chain, into this stitch right here. This is our chain 1. So what I'm going to do, and this helps too, I'm going to cut off, leaving a long enough piece to work in rather, and I'm just going to pull out, okay, because I don't want to leave, like when I go in to do a slip stitch, it's going to leave a knot, and I want it to look really pretty. So I'm going to just use my darning needle. So I'm going to put this onto my darning needle. So I'm going to go right through here under both V's, just like this, to close. And then I'm going to go right through the back here and start working this piece in. So I'm going to go right along the edge here to work it in. Okay. So I'm trying not to mess up the button, but you still need to work in your ends. So I just need to do that one more time, just like that, and then I can cut off. And so that's how you make a halfway decent button. I hope that was helpful for anyone if you've struggled with this at all. I think they look really pretty now that I've gotten used to it. I've just had to realize that, you know, sometimes they're not going to be perfect. If you can tell, I did do some of these in a smaller hook. It was like I said, I think it was a 3.75 hook. And that's what these look like. The hole is just smaller, but it's worked exactly the same way. You might think it looks better with a smaller hook. I thought it looked better with the 4.25. So it's totally up to you. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or anything, you can obviously comment below in the YouTube comment section, or you can find my Gmail, my Facebook, my Instagram, my TikTok, all those things. Go visit them. I appreciate it. And I'll see you soon, guys. Happy crocheting. Bye-bye.